hate yourself, hate your life, hate whatever is going on right now, good. And a lot of you guys might hear that and you might be like, man, Isaiah, what are you talking about? You usually make content like hyping me up. Why are you putting me down right now? And stuff like that. But let me explain, man. So, hold on, let me make sure this is even. So, the reason why I say that is right now, this is the easiest time, I think, in human history, maybe, that you could be content with being a loser. It's accepted, it's preached, and it's normal now, right? Like, we go a couple years back, look back at people. I know a lot of you guys are like skinny guys and you were on like the same journey that I used to be on, but you could look back a couple years ago, like, there was no type of propaganda or no type of, push of, oh, it's okay to be fat. It's okay to, be a loser. It's okay to be a degenerate. It's okay to do this and do that. Like right now, I'm pretty sure it's the only time in human history to where you could be a fat loser drug addict and people are going to cheer you on. Right now, you could be the most degenerate man on the planet and you're going to have some people who are like, yeah, bro, go you. Right. And, especially now since social media is going to continue to be and is such a huge thing, I feel like it's only going to become more normal to be okay with being a loser. It's going to become even more normal to be okay with not becoming the best man that you're supposed to be, or not being a masculine man, or not being, the type of man that God wants you to be. Like now social media is pushing this thing to where they're like, oh, they want you to be some feminine man, or they want you to like be gay and cut your testicles off and, act like you're a woman, or, anything like that. And it's just a normal thing. And you guys might be like, yo, whoa, 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 what are you talking about? And I mean, I'm sorry to say it, but that's that's just reality. Like I'm not here to like bash anyone or anything. That's just how it is now. And the reason why I'm telling you guys it's a good thing if you're unsatisfied. It's a good thing if you realize, man, I hate where I'm at. It's a good thing to where you realize, man, I hate the person that I'm becoming, or I hate my body. The reason why that's good is because so many more people are just okay with not going after better. They're just content. They're okay with being a loser. They're okay with, having a physique they're not truly proud of. They would rather have people pamper them and tell them, "Oh, it's okay for you to, to be fat. It's okay for you to, not work out. It's okay for you to be a weak man. It's okay for you to sit at home and play video games all day and, just be a degenerate." Like people are pushing that that's okay, right? But the fact that you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and realize, man, I want to change, I need to change, and I'm not happy with where I'm at right now, that's a good thing. Because a lot of these dudes are just okay with being where they're at. Like I get on calls with guys, people hit me up on Instagram, people might book a call through one of my videos and they're like, man, I want to change, I want to do this, I want to do that. But what it really comes down to is they don't, like people can claim that they do. People can act like they want to be the best version of themselves. People can say they want to be the best version of themselves. You can say anything that you want. I can say I'm a 6'5" white man and I'm 300 pounds. That doesn't make it true, right? The fact that you actually want to change and you're able to realize, man, I want to be a better man. I want to be a more masculine man. I want to be more comfortable in my skin. I want to be a version of myself that my father would be proud of. I want to be a version of myself that my future wife is going to be proud of. Or just a version of you that you're able to look at in the mirror and you're like, yeah, I put in the work to get here. And this isn't just about the physique. This isn't just about, the gym. This is about everything, man. Because, dude, the stuff that's being pushed now is ridiculous. And the fact that, like there's so many men out there, especially because, bro, 99% of you guys that are subscribed to me are men. Like, I'd be surprised if I have one female follower or one woman follower. Sorry. Um, but bro, like, it's a good thing, dog. Like if you're able to really sit down and look at yourself and have that hard conversation and tell yourself, man, I'm really not where I want to be. And I have to make this change. I have to get up and do something about it. Good. That's great, man. But the thing that really matters is, what are you going to do after that conversation? What are you going to do after you come to the come to the fact that you're not happy with where you're at or who you are or who you're becoming, right? Are you gonna stay in the same spot that you've always been in, for this amount of time? Or are you actually gonna make a change? Are you actually gonna get up and do something about it? Right? Because it's one thing to say, "Oh, I want to change. I want to be better. I want to become a better version of myself." And it's a whole nother thing to actually get up and go after that every single day relentlessly. Right? And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. And the reason why I feel like all of this stuff is being pushed online is because, bro, it's easy to sit down and act like you're okay with who you are. It's easy to give into like the instant gratifications of the world. It's easy to go out and do drugs. It's easy to go out and party. It's easy to do all this stuff, dog. But it's hard, especially as a man, to look at yourself in the mirror and take accountability, right? Because that's the first step. Because a lot of people now, men especially, and like I said, I've had conversations with people like this. Like, people refuse to take accountability. They want to blame everything on everything else, on everyone else, right? They want to say, "Oh, I'm not where I want to be physically because of my genetics, or I'm not where I want to be development when it comes to my development internally because of, oh, this girl did this to me or this person did this to me." It's so easy to point fingers at everything, right? But it's hard to point the fingers at yourself. So the fact that you're able to do that is just admirable on its own, bro. Because we're living in a time to where it's sad. Like, these guys are out here just okay with, or acting like they're okay with, the versions of themselves that they're truly not okay with being. And like I said, that's the first step. But you can't just sit here and say, "Oh, I'm not happy with where I am," and do nothing about it. No, you have to actually tell yourself, okay, step one is to just realize, okay, I've been messing up. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not the version of myself that I want to be. I don't have the physique that I want. I'm not practicing the right habits that I want to be practicing. Cool. Realize that, right? Now, what are you going to do? You're going to have to come up with some sort of action plan to put yourself on a different track. Because if you just tell yourself you're not where you want to be, but you continue doing the exact same things that have gotten you to this point, you're just setting yourself up to be depressed. You're just setting yourself up to be miserable. Because at the end of it all, if you continue doing the same thing, nothing's gonna change. Right? If you just realize, okay, I don't want to be here, but you're doing the same thing, what is that gonna do for you? Right? So the first step is being accountable. And that's why I've titled this, if you hate yourself, hate your life, you hate everything good, right? Because that means you're in enough pain to change. But if you just allow yourself to sit in that pain and you don't do anything with it, you don't actually take action, you don't do anything about the current situation that you're in, you might as well have just been like everyone else and acted like you're okay with it. Go online and beg people to praise you for being a loser, right? Because that's what people do. And I'm not sitting here saying this like, oh, I'm just freaking David Goggins, or I'm just like the perfect human being. I'm like the most, bro. Like, I used to, when I was in college, dog, I used to go out and party freaking almost every weekend. I used to smoke weed every single day. Used to drink all the time. Just doing psychedelics, like doing all this stupid stuff, bro. And luckily I got out of it. But I say this all the time, like, bro, there's people on my campus like doing cocaine. Like, I could have easily gotten sucked into that, and then it could have brought me on a darker path, right? But thank God I wasn't brought down that bad, bro. But like, I'm not sitting here telling you guys this to make you feel bad about yourselves. Of course, I want you to feel bad enough to change, but I'm not here to just like freaking degrade you guys. I'm not here to just put you guys down. If you feel convicted, or if you feel like I'm talking to you or I'm calling you out, good. That means you have to do something about it. There's nobody else that's gonna do this for you. There's people out there that can help you. There's people out there who can, guide you, put you towards the right direction, give you a helping hand. But at the end of it all, you have to get up and do it by yourself. Right. And there's gonna be days to where you don't feel like doing it. There's gonna be days where you feel terrible. There's gonna be days to where it's gonna be hard. Of course it is, right? But that's exactly why there's so many more people just submitting to mediocrity. There's so many people just acting like they're okay with where they're at in their life when in reality they're not, and they're just coping, right? Either coping with drugs or just trying to make it seem like it's something normal, bro. Like, and I know I'm saying some things that are a little more controversial in this, but bro, like, this is the reality. Like, bro, social media, or really like the world now, doesn't want you to be like a real man. They want you to be some like they want you injecting estrogen, bro. Like it's crazy. Like, bro, like they don't want you to actually go after this version of you. Right? Why do you think like fat acceptance is being pushed so hard and like all this stupid body positivity, bro? It's like, bro, I'm gonna go on a rant and you guys are gonna be like, oh, this dude's ridiculous. But bro, you can see it everywhere, bro. Like people are like, oh yeah, you do drugs? Let's go. Good for you. Oh, you don't follow God? Good for you. Oh, you're fat? Good for, like, bro, it's so much stuff, dog. It's so easy to get trapped into it too. That's what I'm telling you guys. You got to get up and do something about it. Because otherwise, you're gonna stay in the same spot. You're gonna continue to hate yourself. You're gonna continue to be miserable. And then what? It's just gonna be a downward spiral. And then before you know it, you're gonna be 40 years old, looking in the mirror, and you're gonna have that regret in your heart. You're gonna realize, man, I let all this time go by. I didn't make nothing out of it. I didn't go after anything. I didn't make any real progress. And now you're a 40-year-old loser. Hopefully, you're not doing crack on the sidewalk, but that could be the reality too. Like, if you guys are abusing drugs right now, bro, who's to say you're not gonna be stuck doing crack 10 years down the line, right? But no, I'm just rambling now at this point. But what I want you guys to take away from this the most is, it's easy to just be like, oh, I'm okay with this. It's easy to do that. It's easy to just sit in bed and be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it today. It's easy to give into the instant gratifications of the world over and over and over and over again and then do nothing with your life. And that's why so many people do it. But if you realize, man, I'm not happy with where I'm at. I don't want to be here. I know I deserve to be here. I know I'm the type of man that has the potential to achieve the physique, the mindset, whatever that may be. Good. Go after it, dog. Because it's easy to act like you don't have any potential. It's easy to be like, oh, I'm okay with this. And then just be a loser. Right. So I'm not gonna drag this video on anymore. And I know I probably said some stuff that was a little strange. Is what it is. But you guys have a problem with it? You can unsub. I don't really care. I'm gonna start being more of myself anyway. I'm gonna be more transparent. Like, sorry, I don't want you guys freaking mutilating yourselves. And anyway, love you guys. Jesus loves you too. And if you saw this or you got to this point, it obviously resonated with you enough for you to watch me speak to the camera with nothing but chairs in the background for 13 minutes. So do something about it. And if you don't know what to do, click the link in the description and book a call with me and I can help you out. Right? I work with skinny guys 101. I'm a coach. If not, I don't really care. But love you guys. Jesus love you too. And I'm gonna talk to you guys tomorrow.